Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Charlotte. My name is Jerry and I have the honor of being your host today. If this is your first time, we are delighted that you've chosen to join us today. With modern technology, we are extremely grateful for this opportunity to touch so many lives, especially through Zoom and Facebook. Please feel free to visit our website, cslcharlotte.org. Put in a prayer request and subscribe. We add our recordings to our website each week. The Center for Spiritual Living Charlotte is a New Thought community living in ancient wisdom philosophy based on the science of mind. The science of mind philosophy was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Ernest Holmes. Dr. Holmes was a man on a mission. He studied truths from all of the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. Holmes developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into the world. At CSL Charlotte, every philosophy is honored along with every race, sexual orientation, and physical distinctions. This is a diverse community. There are many paths to the divine. We can call it God, peace, love, or spirit. It doesn't matter what you call it. That is totally your decision. You don't have to leave your philosophy or nature of knowledge. You can join us anytime. We recognize and refer to many holy scriptures, such as the Bible, the Quran, and Torah, just to name a few. Our vision statement is to continue a spiritual community creating and preparing a succession of future leaders who can fully integrate, teach, and expose the science of mind principles, messages, and practices that strengthen the mind, body, and spirit of individuals. One of our aims is to create a high collective consciousness for everyone in this community. We teach everyone the tools to do just that. So come and join us as we meet each Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So welcome everyone and enjoy our service as we celebrate this powerful being which lives within each of us. So now I'll pass the mic over to our illustrious spiritual leader, Reverend Rosedale.
Well, Groovy. Thank you so much. You know what? If I did not know any better, I would definitely say to myself, well, you know what? I'm going to be there at that consciousness meeting. Oh, she's so inviting. Oh my God, I just love it. But you know, I knew. Now, her name is Jerry Campbell, as you heard Jerry. But to me, she's Groovy G, and she's really groovy today. She's rocking it today. And so sweet, and her diction is just fabulous. So we're loving it. So anyway, thank you, Groovy. So to all the YouTube listeners and all the people who are out there in virtual land, welcome. And thank you for coming to and tuning into our system. Now, whether you're in our YouTube, whether you're in our Zoom, or if you're in personal, wherever you are, we welcome you. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Charlotte, the Mind, Body, Spirit Center. Now, the topic of today for the Mind, Body, Spirit Center is the spiritual law of cause and effect, co-creating with the universe. It's a pretty long title, but you'll see why very shortly. So with that being said, we're going to first do a prayer. We're going to open up with the affirmative prayer. As we open up with the affirmative prayer, allow yourselves to fall in and become one with us and with yourself in this diverse community that Groovy mentioned. So with that being said, the person that's going to pray us in, Dr. Wanda, Reverend Dr. Wanda, this person is so dear to me, always there for me the whole time I met us in 10, 15 years ago, or whatever have you. Picks me up from one side of town and just the wonderful things like that. So you're in for a treat, and she's all spruced up with her beautiful little hat. So you'll see her beautiful little face as she comes on and she does our prayer today. So Reverend Wanda, whenever you're ready, please go ahead.
Good morning. I am so honored to be here this morning and to be able to know for us the beauty and the connection and the commitment of this platform today. So, right here, right now, what I know is that there is one power, one presence in this universe that is above all else. There's no thing greater than this power. It is greater than any person, place, thing, situation, organization, condition, or circumstance. It is above all. It is pure love. It is that love that supersedes any other emotion, for love is the greatest energy in the world. And so, right here, right now, I know that each individual that shows up here this morning at CSL Charlotte is here on purpose, on time, in time. This world needs you. And I know that you are here to lend your energy to that collective consciousness that will go out into the world and create a higher consciousness. Every word, every action that we do creates a higher consciousness. And I know that everyone who is here this morning is here to regenerate and to use all that power together to shift the consciousness in the world. And here at CSL Charlotte, I know that it is their goal to, as Groovy said, create future leaders and to elevate the consciousness, to elevate each other, to educate and to empower one another. And so I name and claim that as our divine DNA. And so I am so grateful to know that for each and every one of you. I know that no matter what you may be experiencing in life, it is a gift because every experience is an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to become more of what we were born into. And so I name and claim that for us right here and right now. And I know that as Reverend Rosedale speaks this morning about co creating with one another, we are destined to co create because there is a thread that connects absolutely everything. There is no separation. So we are in constant co creation as we create with one another, as we create with the divine, as we create with this beautiful world. Look around. Look around at God's beautiful creation. There is nothing more magnificent. There is enough. There's enough for everyone. There is an order to the universe. No matter what chaos may be going on outside or swirling around, within each and every one of us, there's a deep inner calm. And that inner calm is what guides us each day. It is that inner calm that holds the light of the world, that keeps the world glued together. The very air we breathe is gluing us together to one another. We are breathing each other in and breathing each other out. And so, with the knowledge of that, I know that each and every person who is here today is a unique and individualized experience. And it is the experience of the universe that it is having for itself through and as us. And we are always co creating. And I can hardly wait to hear what Reverend Rosedale has to say because I know that she opens up herself each and every Sunday in order to allow Spirit to speak through us and in her. And so, right here and right now, I simply relax into this knowledge in this moment, knowing that we are one. There is only one. I am is what the Creator said. I am. I am. Each of us is the I am. I am that. We are a cell in the body of the universe. And so, right here and right now, I just give thanks. I release these words into a law that only can say yes, because it is we are its beloved. And so, with that, I take my human hands off of this prayer and simply let it be. And so it is.
And so it is fabulous. Thank you, Dr. Wanda. It seems like everybody here is Ruby G with radiance. I mean, you can just hear her diction. You can hear she's going to travel with me all day today. Anyway, the next person I'm about to bring up here, Alrita Horace, the bush that keeps the wind out of our eyes, the bush that makes sure that we are running on time and on schedule and we are running like a well-done machine. That's the bush I'm talking about. He keeps this community running on pace. In fact, any anybody that needs to know something, they could just go to him, especially the MC job. He's done that with Alan. He's done the same with Groovy, and he is just so patient and caring with how he does that. He loves his community. That's no doubt. So anyway, knowing that, you're in for another treat because what he's going to read is going to open up the whole talk title. And then you're going to get a nice little taste of what you're about to hear. So anyway, after Horace finishes, listen to this song called Bridge Over Troubled Water. It's about support. It's about co-creating. See it as that. See it as supporting each other, co-creating with each other, being that bridge over the troubled waters for someone, and them being one for you. Isn't that powerful? That after that, after Horace sings, listen to Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Well, good morning, and thank you, Reverend Rosedale. I am honored right now to be able to share with you this inspired reading that's entitled Universal Law of Cause and Effect by Peter Boxer. The operational software that is at the essence of our human experience are memory and desire. The law of cause and effect works in tandem with these two human functions. By becoming aware of the principles and laws of the universe and aligning our decisions and behaviors, you become a conscious generator of reality. Our brains are thought refining machines. A thought is an electrical impulse that is the end result of a processing system that is inherent in all humans. We take in life experiences and we react. We label things, good and bad, and then we determine desire. The interesting thing about all of this is that most of us don't know we are actually forming our reality with this process. Furthermore, we are not aware of the fact that we can alter our reality by simply changing our thoughts. Unlike the Pavlovian dog that lacks the consciousness of a human, we can pivot and change our reaction and thought to a given life situation and thereby change the life situation. Our past experiences, memories, and conditioning create our current experience. Even though we have a choice, we have become conditioned reflex machines, constantly triggered by other people and circumstances. Our ego likes to give up our power to others. It can then become a victim. The ego is an illusion, a conditioned response machine. We are spiritual beings having human experiences. As spirits, we are immortal, affluent structures that have no fear. In fact, fear does not make any sense if we are in spirit versus ego. In ego, we come from lack. We are fearful of losing. We think that we are our body, our material goods, our personality, our job, or our look. We resist life. What we are is pure consciousness or spiritual energy. When in ego, we are unconscious. When coming from spirit, we are conscious. The way we can go from the unconscious to the conscious realm is to become the seer, so as to actually witness yourself making these robot-like decisions. As you become a witness, you take yourself into the conscious realm and thereby make it possible to pivot your thinking in order to alter your reality. The alternative is accepting anger, sadness, and depression as a normal, reoccurring state of being. As you witness yourself processing decisions, ask what the consequences of taking this approach are. As we do, we connect with our intuition. We will feel in our heart, our gut, what the right thing to do is in any given situation. You will always respond to life with right action using this approach. By aligning our thoughts and actions with the law of cause and effect, we can create wealth, heal ourselves, attract the desired partner, and manifest the ideal lifestyle. It is important that we use this law in ways that are in alignment with our spirit and with other human beings. This will ensure that the fruit of our new alignment is happiness and joy, and so it is.
Bridge over troubled waters. Take a deep breath in and just feel the support of this community. And as you take that breath out, give support to everyone here. Anything that goes on with someone else, we're there for. Anything that goes on with us, everyone else is there for. So I'm so grateful to know that. And let's just soak this in for a minute. The talk topic is the spiritual law of cause and effect while we're co-creating with each other and the universe. But you know the song, Bridge Over Troubled Waters? What it does is it makes an example of exactly what it is to be a beneficial presence on this planet. That's cause and effect at its work, at its best. And also, just imagine a powerful friend or a person that really cares about you, making themselves lay down and be that bridge over troubled water for you. Or you do that to for someone. All the while, you're appreciating each other and one another. So then, that's good. But the thing is, you're imagining all of this is happening. So you're already supported. So with that being said, that's just one piece of the spiritual law of cause and effect. Let's just begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes and come on back in and be prepared to see what is going to come out of here. Where are we going from here? As you look around your center, your space where you are, am I still that new person? Yeah, I'm still new. Today's a new day. And now I'm going to take that gratitude moment. And the gratitude moment, I'm bringing it back up here, is the fact that Groovy G, our MC, was such a fabulous MC today for us. And then we have this awesome Horace the Bush who did that fabulous reading that brought this to life. It brought this talk to life. And then we had Dr. Wanda who spoke the words into my cells. Wow. We had it going on already. This is just the beginning, right? But here's the deal. What we're going to do today. Today we're going to dig into this fascinating law of cause and effect. And we're going to show how when we co-create with the universe the way we should, everything works out for us. But not really the word should. The way we want things to work out for us, right? Instead of should. Now, here's what I know. When a person conceives ideas, then things are not coming out of clear, thin air. Your ideas, they're not coming out of thin air. What you hear yourself saying is coming from this deep depth of this law called cause and effect. Cause, what is cause? Cause is spirit, and effect is the manifestation. So whatever you are expressing, you are bringing it to life through your voice, through your feelings, through your understanding, through your knowledge, through you knowing. So know this, what you believe makes everything what it is in your life. Now, let me just say here with that one, a lot of people say things like, I was raised to be this way. I was raised because my family was superstitious. And because they were superstitious, that's why I can't do what I'm doing today. Stop. That is not co-creating the way you like it to be. You're doing the things you should do because they told you that. We're no longer shooting on ourselves. We are doing, because we know at this point, in this stage in our lives right now, as long as we have been together, we know that we are the co-creators of our lives. So let's just stop here and stop saying, oh, when I was growing up, I was told I can't do this. Oh, I was told that I'm not good enough. Well, I was told all those things too. And if they didn't come out in words, they came out in people's language and their daggone gestures toward me. But they're not here now. Me, the universe, co-creating, and the law of cause and effect. Once I learned about all of this, you can't hold me now. The past cannot hold me. What I really also like to tell you is that there is a neutral and universal force that operates in, through, and as me. Now, you can claim that if you like, but I'm not going to tell you what it does for you. You know me. I'm going to tell you what it does for me. And if you'd like to jump on it and do it, you can do it too. It's for everybody. But here's what I also know. Just like the genius nature that's around us, my God, every day I have a reason to go into nature. Trees, smells, everything. But you know what? The genius of that beautiful nature, you know what it does? It's a part of the Lord too, and it governs every single thing we say and do on this planet. And you know what? It's flawless. You may say, well, this isn't happening the way I said I was going to do it. No, it's doing what you put your mind to, because you said, oh, I'm going to make this business work. But then you said, yeah, but they told me I can't do it. It's flawless now because it's going to not do it for you. It's going to show you how you can't because you decided to choose. They told me it won't work. So this is why we are knowing today that it's time to call back. Call it back. Because every time you start to remember what's going on, that's what you need to do. And you know what? Cause and effect is like this. Horace brought that thing really nicely when he said that memory and desire is our two operating systems. It's like the computer has operating systems, right? But we got memory and desire. The memory records your past. Melissa was talking to me about that yesterday. Oh, sometime. She likes to use that word, my past. I know that. But your desires create your present. Now, if your desire is strong enough, then what you heard in the past is going to be sitting back there because you're not going to take it with you. But you know what? If your desire is willy-nilly and you can't write, I'm always telling people, you know what? Say what it is that you want. Stop saying, when somebody asks you what you want, if you don't know, then you got to do something. Because it's not going to do. Look, if you're going to go up to age 100, would you like to see yourself at that stage, the same person you are today? I wouldn't. And you know why? Because I know that I'm supposed to grow. I'm doing fabulous right now. I love my life. But I know I won't be in this position and the way I live now. I'm going to be in a much better place. Okay? Because I'm constantly knowing the better. And why I know that is because I'm expressing it out of my mouth, first of all. Second of all, I mean it. I'm not backing that up with, yeah, I know, but no, I'm telling you, every day I'm a better person than I was yesterday. This week, I'm better than I was last week. And here's another thing. Last week I was in a group and I listened to them. I'm just like hanging out with people, and I hear things like, yeah, at the end of the workout, somebody may say, I'm hugging myself and hugging others. Why? I said to the instructor, why can't you just let it hug yourself and don't worry about others for a moment? Because you were taught, and then we had the little conversation, because I know I was taught that you got to give others first. But if you give everybody else your love you should be giving you, guess what you do? Nothing for you. That's how you're co-creating with the universe. Now you're co-creating and you're still saying 3 years from now, I still don't have any extra money, or I still did not get that business off the ground. Why is that? Because I'm co-creating, but I'm co-creating in a way that's doing it that way, but it's flawless. The law of circulation is one of the laws, but the law of co-creation is, the law of co-creation and the law of what is it? You know the law I'm talking about. Co-creation with the universe, but the law of, come on.
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect, thank you. I got my right man here. Okay, the law of cause and effect. When I speak, I'm speaking in cause, first cause, that's spirit, that's universe, that's anything. When I speak and say, yeah, well, I don't know if I'm good enough for this. Okay, there you go. Doesn't work. It's essential for us to understand that we are navigating through a path every day. And we are the ones who can run it for ourselves. We got to run that ball. Let them pass it to me every time. Because I remember before when I would get the ball and not do the right thing, and then I missed the pass. I missed the whole thing. The touchdown, I don't even get there. Now you throw that ball to me. I'm ready. Because I realize now that all I have to know is that I am co-creating with my life. I don't have the time to say to myself, I can't do that right now. I don't have the time to feel sorry for myself. As that one guy said in some movie I was watching, we ain't got time to bleed. I don't have that time to tell you that I can't do something. Because listen, I no longer want to talk like that. And I no longer will. So every time I hear someone tell me that, yeah, well, when I was younger, they told me, and I said, well, okay, time out for that now. Let's get over it. Get over it, rather. That's not good. Because we cannot tap into the spiritual realm if we're in that ego one. So let's just kiss the ego goodbye when we are being authentic, when we're working with the law of cause and effect. Gotta do that. At least let it go. Now, hold it. Don't let your ego go 100%. I just want to make people know. Everything that we are is a part of us. The fear, the ego, the judgmental one, the one that, all of that, that's all us. And all we got to do is recognize who's talking. And now I need to tell the ego, Rosedale, shh, 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 shh. Because all she is worried that I'm going to, I was going to say screw it up, but I said it, okay, that I'm going to screw this up. She's a little worried because, memory, we operate on that. So that's ego. She's kind of like trying to remind me that, hey, she's recording the past. I told her, scratch that record because we going over here. Just trust me. Because sometimes I have to talk to her like that, because if I don't, she will lose it and be going all over the place, and she will be making all kinds of crazy accusations to the universe. Why, this and that. Say the wrong things. Guys, cause and effect is in operation 24/7. I say it all the time, and everything in our lives is in operation 24/7. You got an attitude with somebody? Get over it. Because they're not going to be thinking about you, the pain they caused you 10 years ago. You're doing it. You're carrying it. I'm thinking of a story that I remember that Buddha and his right-hand man was walking. And so some lady cursed at him and he just kept it moving. He was walking. So as he's walking and everything, you know, all the way, they must have walked about 10 miles. That's what they did then. They walked about 10 miles. His guy said to him 10 miles later, he said, I can't believe she actually called you that and you did nothing. He turned around to him, he said, I can't believe you're carrying that. Ho! He's carrying the weight of something that he has no control over. One of the two things that we don't have as humans is control and manipulation in the spirit realm. All we have is cooperation, collaboration. If you want the job done right, collaboration, cooperate, and the job is yours. Collaboration, cooperate, Horace said, the relationship's yours. Collaborate, cooperate, and the money is yours. Collaborate, cooperate, and the health is yours, because your health is your wealth. Co-creating with the universe, co-creating with each other. Here's an example for co-creating with each other. Say Alan and I are walking down the street, and Alan says to me that, you know what, I have this desire. I know I'm going to make this $1,000. I am not going to co-create by saying to him, how are you going to do that in a disbelief way? No, I'm not. I'm going to agree with him. Because when I agree with what he says, then I believe it's possible. And if it's possible for him, guess who else is possible for? Stop criticizing each other for what's going on, for what you think. When you want to give somebody some advice, don't. That's the key word, don't. Don't tell them how great they're going to be. Don't tell them how bad they're going to be. Let them decide. And you need to do the same. Okay, so maybe you want to tell people what you're doing. That's fantastic. It's good. But you better be strong enough to handle it when someone, the wrong person, comes back with you to give you some crazy notion back. Can't handle that. Can't handle that. Man, oh man, oh man. See, the thing is this. We have to understand there's an unseen force that's constantly governing us 24/7. Just like I always talk about, this mind is going 24/7. That is co-creation at its best. That is the law of that is how I work in the law of the law of come on, Alan.
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect. You know, I just use all these different words, but I'm still saying the same thing. We're in control. There is an intelligence that works behind the scenes. You don't need to know how. You don't need to know when it's going to hit last. You just need to know what you want. That's all you got to do. That's all it's telling you. And I do it all the time in the consciousness meeting. I always go, so what do you want? I always throw questions. And at least some people can go home and say to themselves, well, when she come back with this question, I'm going to be ready. Have you ever thought about that? When she come back with this question, I'm going to be ready. Because when you answer that, it's yours. But if you continue to wishy-washy your way through society, through your life, when you're 100, you'll be wishy-washing your way through life then. We don't have to take it there. We don't have to continue on that same route. We are causing, because when we speak, we cause spirit to operate. When we feel and think and believe, oh my God, You know, this brilliant intelligence gives us everything we think and feel and see. And Horace mentioned something else, I will ad lib. He said, when he read, when you are the seer of what's going on in your life, you are operating the law in a big way. Because what a seer does is it imagines what you don't know. So, for example, Kevin was saying to me, you know what? I'm working on, because Kevin and I love to get deep like this, because he knew this is what he was raised with me being. So he said to me the other day, what I want to do is I would like to now add on my business. He's got a new business that goes with the job he's doing, and he named it Emma Rose. But everything is about me. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I hate to say, but he does. It's all about me, is with Kevin. But anyway, he goes, then he shortens the name of it. It's called E-Rose. It's a business cleaning service. So, all right, so I said to him, all right, then what do you want to see happen? He said, well, I want to take care of Bexy, meaning my great-granddaughter-in-law. I mean, my granddaughter-in-law, right? And my great-grand, I love them both. Oh my goodness, you can tell. But anyway, listen to this. So I said, yeah, you can do that, but you got to do this though, Kevin. You have to see it first. He said, oh, that's right, Mom. You're right. So the next day he came back and he said, I'm going with you tomorrow to your networking group. Honey, dude came in. He was, because he didn't want to do the 45-minute elevator speech that I kept telling him. Just come do an elevator speech with us. Come on. So he said, all right, all right. He did that 45-minute elevator speech and blew me away. I was like, whoa, is that my grandson? But I should not have been shocked. Look who he's with. So I told everybody, I said, listen, this dude is my man. I said, let me tell you something. What he did was he decided that he's going to do all of this, and he did it very well because he started to co-create with the universe every time he co-creates with me. You see, remember I said, when you talk to somebody, when you co-create with them, make sure it's somebody you trust that's going to shut their mouth or they're going to be at your best. They're not going to give you no crazy stuff. So that's what you want to do. And now the guys called me up talking about, hey, we want to speak to your grandson. Some builders that were there that day said they want to get him to do business with them. I said, that's all you got to do. Stand up, tell them who you do, what you do, who you are. And there it is. Let people decide. Get your name out there. Now he's ready to do it. And that's all it takes. It takes time to show. You got to talk to people, but you got to be certain of one thing. Not everybody's going to like it. Number one. Number two, not everybody's going to say yes. I've been in business for many, many years. I've been an entrepreneur for many, many years. And I heard a lot of no's. And guess what? I cannot let that get in the way. So just remember that, guys, today, because the rest of the day, it's all on you to say, how am I co-creating? Everybody that I talk to, when they say to me they don't have enough money, they have an opportunity to make money through a business. Everybody does. You know why? Because the universe built within each and every one of us something that we could do. Here's what I talked about in a study yesterday, the book study. Passion. If you allow yourself to feel your passion, you got the job. You got the job. You allow yourself to feel your passion, you got the love relationship. You allow yourself to feel your passion, you got life. Co-create with the universe, everybody. Become a person who recognizes that law, that cause and effect law, because it is always operating. Pay attention to it. So anyway, I'm going to stop here because I started getting it, boy. All right, so yeah, I was like, okay. All right, so listen. This other song has a special message. And this one right here is what talks about going into the future, taking these people, and it's an old song too, taking these people into the future by giving them good information, by acknowledging the ripple effect that your work is going to cause. Like when I think about Isaiah, Cassandra, Brea, all my four, I call them my Fantastic Four. All four of those people that came through me and was raised by me, when I think of them, I see success in them. That's all I see. And so here's what I do know. if we can hear this song and see the wisdom that we're passing down to our children, oh my goodness, and listen to the wisdom they're giving back because they got to teach us too. So listen to this song called Teach Your Children, and it's by Simon, no, Crosby. No, whoever that is. Okay, so anyway, guys, listen to this next song. Teach your children and let your children teach you. Here we go. When you sometimes we can be very emotional with our children, and then we learn that I can't be emotional with them because if I'm in fear of what to expect from them, then I'm really not believing that they can make this. I'm not showing love, I'm showing fear. So then I have to tell that to myself. But you heard them. When they tell you how they feel, don't ask them why, because you would die, which means that you don't want to know their why, because you only need to know your own. And once you know them, you can feed them on your dreams. But oh my goodness, look at the future people that's coming that we're leaving behind, because that's where it's all at, guys. We got to co-create with the universe in such a way that we are passing on some wisdom to our peeps, our little cousins, our little sisters, brothers, whoever we got to deal with. Get knowledgeable, get that wisdom so you can pass it on to your children, because that's what I had to do, and that was my job, and that's what was mine to do. So anyway, big gratitude, guys. But before I give you all that gratitude, I gotta say something about these birthdays, because I know that if I keep doing what I'm doing, it's only gonna grow into something really, really big. And what I'm always doing is asking people for their birthdays, because the birthday is the day from whence you've come. That is the part of co-creating with the universe as well. So I don't know your birthday, but you do. Melissa puts the birthday up there. You know your birthday. Put it if you're on YouTube, on YouTube, just go ahead and do it, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that people are going to be putting a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm getting so many answers and emails and people connecting and contacting, and eventually they're just going to all flow out. And it's just an idea of I'm co-creating with the universe. Every time I talk to someone, I put the bug, I plant the seed. And you know what? I know we got to shout people on YouTube is going to find us too. So hey, let's just know that. So with that all being said, I have to say, you on YouTube, put your birthday. I'm not going to forget that. Put your birthday in there, because whether or not you are here with us or not, you will definitely hear and feel loved on your birthday, because we are going to celebrate you. Okay, just know that. So now I got to give a big gratitude shout out to my platform peeps. Listen to me. Our fabulous MC, Groovy G, tore the house down. Couldn't tell her nothing. And I knew the day she said, "Oh, I'm going to do the MC," and then she backed off like, "No, I'm not." I said, "Yes, you are." But I didn't know. I'm not going to argue with you, baby. I'm going to wait. You know what I mean? Like Jesus told that guy, he says to him, I don't remember, so I was reading the story, and he said to him, "You know what? You may not be ready now." And the guy kept making up all these excuses. He said, "But I'll wait." And that's just what I did. Waited, Groovy G. I waited. Okay. So then, all right. So thank you, Groovy G. Big shout out for you. And then big thanks to Alan for those beautiful announcements. Oh my God, Alan is just a catch me out, man. He he's he just makes me go like that now. I get the yeah. Okay. And then also Dr. Wanda. She's just fabulous with her words, and she just brings it. When she comes, she brings it. And I can feel it in every cell in my body. That's what I'm talking about. So she's going to close us out too. So, look out. And again, big thanks to you, Groovy, because you are the one who generally watches all this stuff and takes care of everything and keeps it all under control. But today, we had Big Timmy P. That's right. We had Timmy P. And Timmy P, the pilot, was all over there doing his thing. I saw Hey, them over there while Groovy was doing her thing. I said, this team is, ouch, fabulous. So that's why I get so excited about, because I tell you, as long as they show up for me, I'm gonna show up. When they say I'm done, I'm gonna be somewhere making millions of dollars, probably doing something big, and that's exactly my next dream. So you know what? I'm never gonna be idle. My life will never be idle, but I'm gonna keep it with y'all. So you know that's why I gotta keep constantly telling y'all, listen. I love you, I respect you, and I want you to stay and do what you're doing because it's keeping me strong, it's keeping you strong, and it's moving us all along. And then Mo, she comes in, she does those prayers. I got to give her that because she is looking, she's chomping at the bits. Guys, if you won't put that prayer request in, she can't send you your prayer. And if you have not received a prayer request, that's because, if you didn't receive a prayer from Mo, you did not put in a prayer request. Put it in. Mo, big thanks to you too. So everything is taken care of behind the scenes. And then we have Melissa. Melissa is the one who greets everyone in. Melissa spots lights. Melissa keeps us all in tune. Everybody got their place on this platform and they run it. They run the play. Whoa, the ball comes over to me. Bam, I got it. Oh, she dropped it. I got it. I got you. Oh my God, it's just, woo. Okay, y'all, let me stop. I'm just excited. I get excited. And you know what? Wait a minute, I'm not done. Then we got this dude here called Horace the Bush, right? This one here, all behind the scenes constantly, but you have no idea that he's catching up with everybody. He's trying to figure out where, what time, who's going to do what. And next thing you know, he got a nice little plan just laid out for us. Everybody knows what everybody's doing by that Wednesday. We know. He got our jobs all situated. So that's the bush. We hide behind the bush and the pilot. We got the two roosters in the hen house.
Yeah, girl.
Go on, girl. And a hat. But that's between me and Alan. So guys, telling you, life is good. Just have to learn how to have some fun. I was doing that. That was the talk last week, right? Something like that, right? So, guys, if you can't laugh, find some reason to laugh. Find a comedy, find a joke, but you can't take life seriously, nor can you take yourself seriously. So, before we close out, did I do it all out? Mm-hmm. Okay. So before we close out, I just want you to remember this last song. It actually promotes self-reflection. But as it does that, remember, we are still reflecting on ourselves, but we are also being a beneficial presence in the planet somehow. So in order to make a change, to transform, you've got to be thinking of some of these beautiful words. So let this last song, Man in the Mirror, turn you on this week so that you can do something differently than you did last week. Any clearer? If you want to make the world a better place, you take a look at yourself and make a change. You got to get it right while you got the chance. You can't close your mind. That girl in the mirror. You cannot do anything until you take care of that person that you see in the mirror all the time first. Then you can take care of the world and begin to co-create with the universe. That's all I want to say. Now, we're going to pray us out. And after we pray us out, this time, we're going to all bid each other farewell and just make sure everybody has a wonderful week and counting. So let's go with Dr. Wanda. Oh, I like that. She's the woman in the mirror. Look at her. Go, woman in the mirror. Do it.
Hey there. I'm in the mirror right now. What that says is that before I start the prayer, just remember that was the most beautiful talk today, because we are always co-creating, whether for good or not so good. Remember, every word, every action, every thought we have creates a change. So what is that change? How do we leave the room? How do we leave people feeling when we leave the room? Are they feeling elated or deflated? So remember, right here, right now, as I move into that inner deep space, that place where my heart song resides. Each of us has our own heart song. And I'm grateful today to know for each and every person, not only on this platform, but who have shown up or who will watch this talk later on YouTube, that each and every one of them has a heart song. So be true to that. And what I do know is that right here and right now, we don't hope, we don't wish, we don't want to make a change. We are the change. Like I said, every action, every word, every thought creates a change. We are always co-creating with the universal one power and presence that we choose to call God, with one another. And as we allow ourselves to relax into that beingness that is the highest possible energetic field into which we can relax, we relax into that. And with that, we become the change that we want to see in the world. I think it was Gandhi, I'm not sure, who said, if you want to make a change in the world, be the change that you want to see. That was Albert Einstein. That's what it was. Albert Einstein said, if you want to make a change, be the change that you want to see in the world. So this morning, as I give thanks for the beautiful talk and all the people who participated in this platform today, I also hold each and every person who is experiencing this moment with us. I hold them in the light all week long, knowing that we together are the change in the world. No matter what it looks like on the outside, we are holding that space of change. And with that in mind, I simply say thank you. Thank you to a universal power that has given us the ability to make choices, to be the change. And with that, I place these words into a law that only knows yes. And I accept that and I claim it as our divine birthright. And with that, I simply say, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Dr. Wanda. That was unique. I love it. The woman, the girl in the mirror. I'm sorry. I love being a girl. I love it. So look at the girl in the mirror. I gotta find that for myself. Oh my God, I love it. So yeah, that was fabulous. So everybody, that was good. Think about this week now. Every single week, just get a little bit more of a nugget. Just say, okay, I heard her. Heard her. But you're not gonna hurt my feelings if you don't listen. Because I'm moving, okay? This ship is moving, okay? This ship is docked away from the shore. You know, I'm out there. So anyway, that all being said, let's all say our farewells to one another, right? And then we can have a wonderful week together. Love you all. See you later. Have a great week, everybody. Love you for real, okay? Mwah!